Okay, it's time for today's CSS battle. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Right. We could... That's possibly... Could possibly do an outline for that. So let's start off by making this. Yeah, let's start off by making that. So let's do a base template. Set this background to that beige. And then let's do... let's give this a height. Call that 65, 165, so height of 100, border radius possibly 25 pixels, background of the brown, 25 pixels isn't going to be big enough, that might actually be 50, but let's just see how wide this is. 170 to 230, so we'll actually make that 30 pixels to be half of what the thing is, and then we'll bring in some margins to put it in place. Let's do a diff. So what, about 80 on the top? Nope. 70, 65. Beautiful. That does appear to be the right height. So what, about 180 is too far. 160, 162. Perfect. Now we do a border and then an outline. To border, we've got to add whatever thickness the border is to the height and the width. So 165 to 185. So that's 20. So do that. That. We do border 20 pixels, solid, transparent. Huh. Okay, well let's put that back up. And let's drop that to that. We wonder why it's only going to top and bottom. Drop that to 60. Okay. Ah, yes, because margins. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we do an outline of 20 pixels, solid and brown. That should have been outside of the border. Why have I not got my border? Why is my outline not outside of my border? solid in that colour. And then make this 100 and 122 and wonder what the hell is going on here. 140 and 80 maybe. Not 800. Right, that needs to go up by 20, so 45. And that still needs to be 100. Now, other than the fact that the border radius is wrong, 50. Okay, and then we can take the outline down. Okay. Still got to put that bit in, but we'll deal with that with a separate element in a minute. First off, we're going to use... We want to use a clip path? Or should we use a conic gradient? Let's use a mask of a conic gradient at right, so the top of this is 15 to 145, so 130 down, and 120 to 1. Ooh, hang on, what do I actually want? This is going to get tricky. Because I still need that bit in the middle, but I need to take out. I need to take out this bit, this top bit, this bit. So I want 3 bits of the covering material. So if we do say 230 maybe. 230 minus 1. So 110 pixels and 15, 145, 130 pixels. Top right hand corner is not what I want to be transparent. So from 90 degrees, and then make it transparent for 25%, and then this color for the rest. That does weirdly sort of get us most of the way there. Also only repeat on X. Get 0, 0 and a pixels, 100 pixels. I don't like this. I'm going with clip path because it's easier to think of. Clip path, polygon. Now then, we're going from the bottom, so that will be 0, 100%, and then we're going up by 215, 45, 45, 60, 70. We're going to go up by 70, but that's not actually the number that we want, so we want this number 130. So 0, 130 pixels. And we're going to go in 170. 120, so 50 pixels, 30 pixels, and then we're going to go up to at least this height. So that's 50 from the top. So 50 pixels, 50 pixels. I'm going to go across. So 120 to 250 is 130 pixels. That's nice. And then 130 pixels, 130 pixels, and then 100%, 30 pixels, and then 100% and 100%. And annoyingly, let's chop the very weird aspects of that. I think that's because I'm using the outline. And I think I need to go outside of the outline. Now we've got some of the outline here, so that's okay. Where did I go wrong? We started from the bottom left. We went up to 130 pixels. Then we went 50 pixels in. Went to up here. And across here. And down here. Right the way across and right the way down. So why has it done that? That just looks weird. Let's just temporarily comment that out. Just do a clip path polygon. Not 100%. Not 100% or and 100%, 100%. Yeah, then that cuts out. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That tells us everything we need to know. Means we've got to be in pixels and we've got to do some minuses. So minus 30 pixels. Minus 30 pixels. So that might be right. No, that's going to be wrong. Oh no, that'll be right. That'll be right. This should be whatever the width is, which is 200 odd. 120, 280, so 160. Makes sense. And if we make that okay, well, that's not quite right, is it? $190. 90 pixels. How about 8? No, 90. How about 100? Make that 100. Then this has gone in too far. So how about just 20? Then that should only be 20 down. Maybe only 10 down. Okay. First off, let's fix that bit. And then let's start moving this in. 8 is looking quite reasonable. And then that is not 130, is it? It's 100. That's 100. We can leave all the other numbers. But that gets us that shape. It's, yeah. I don't like that, but it works. So we'll leave it like that. And then we're just going to make a second little DDP. We don't need a clip path for it. So actually let's do PA for the clip path on A, because this should be slightly easier than using a variable. It does need that taken out. Right, now we've just got a lumpy bit. That's great. That's what we like to see. Now then, so this is going to be no. This is not going to be exactly what I think it is. So we'll leave that for a second. We will do margin 0 auto. It's going to be 190, 180. 180 is not far out. $172, 3, 4. It's got to be 178, hasn't it? Okay. And we make its height 20. 30. 40. And then all we need to do is do minus 20-ish. Where did it go? Minus 10. No, 0, it sticks out a little bit. Make it 10. That looks fairly close. Let's see what we've got. 99.9. Let's make that 177 instead. There we go. So 100% match. Do that and that. My unit replace module is actually quite good at finding things. The only thing that it doesn't really touch is anything to do with Q. That's because that's got some weird properties. Everything else I can translate to pixels and then out of pixels. With Q, there's a factor that's a pain in the bottom. That can have that. That can have that. That polygon is long, but it works. Okay. It's not a great score, but it's not bad. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.